Yo, 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 yo. Mic check, mic check. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of NBA Nightcap, where we handicap tomorrow's slate. And today is March 24th. We'll be handicapping and breaking down March 25th games. We got a pretty good slate on our hands. I actually got a couple of good looks. I didn't like today's slate too much. Was on Friday show earlier this morning, aka my guy knows the guy. Super cool dude, super sharp dude, really respect him. I gave out one official on that show. It was the Pelicans at +2. I gave it out -1.5. That's the only play I made official on yesterday's breakdown on this show, but I end up adding the Cavs and the Nuggets, which were my leans on the show. I ended up making those official, and man, that bit me in the ass. I guess I haven't learned my lesson about fading the Suns, man. I gotta learn the hard way, man. I gotta stop betting against these guys. I just thought maybe the Nuggets. I just thought it was a really bad spot for the Suns, man. But you know, this is I made it official before the Chris Paul news, so that was unfortunate. But I guess it didn't matter anyways. I might have still have taken the Nuggets at -1, but definitely a bad read there. But because you just don't bet against these teams that are hot. It's just like the Grizzlies today, man. They're rolling. There's a lot of handicappers I respect were on the Pacers today, but you just stop betting against these really top tier teams, man. There's just no letdown for them. And we had the Cavs. I thought that, you know, the line originally was a pass at the +3.5, but man, the line moved so much. I thought there was value in the +5.5. I did watch that game, and hey, the Raptors were shooting lights out at home, man. Nothing we could do about that. So not sure if that was a bad read on my part. Maybe that was just a stay away game. I just thought there was value in with the Cavs at that number. So maybe a little forced play in a short slate. So all in all, we went 1-2, looking to bounce back pretty strong today, guys, or tomorrow. So we're gonna start off by with the Wizards. Washington is going into Detroit. Detroit is actually laying 3 at home, and your initial thought is like, man, we don't really want to back Detroit as a favorite. That's not their role, but they're actually just 2. You know, I thought they would have a worse record, but they're only 2-2 as a favorite. Yeah, let's break this game down. Shout out to people in chat. Pat, what's up, man? You got welcome back. You gotta stop messing with them boys in Phoenix. I know, bro. They burned me so much, man. They burned my pockets a ton. Nuggets don't play any darn defense. Halftime hit, though. Yeah, you know what? Someone mentioned yesterday's show that halftime Nuggets, and I don't know why I didn't take that. You know, if I like the Nuggets, I should have took them first half. That was probably the play there for sure. Yeah. Stop 3 games ago. Same with Boston. Rizzers really came back today. Love Detroit. Yeah, let's get started with this game, guys. Yes, Detroit Pistons -3. That's my first official play. I got 1 unit on it. This is a triple revenge game for the Pistons. Wizards have kind of owned the series, man. I believe they won like 4 out of the last 5 meetings against Detroit, and it's been kind of zigzagging as far as you know, ATS cover. But man, this is a different Detroit team. They seem to be peaking around this time. They're playing hard still, even towards the end of the season. They just beat Atlanta by 21, and they've covered 4 of the last 5 games. They come into this game 39-32 ATS, 4-1 their last 5, 8-1-1 their last 10. I've been kind of just riding the wave with Detroit. I was fortunate enough to get on this train early, so you know, even though maybe something funky will happen, they lose this game, I won't be mad, because it's just sort of one of those things where you just got to ride the streak. And a lot of signs point to Detroit here. They're 6-2 ATS the last 8 home games, 20-15 ATS overall at home. So When you want to back Detroit, you want to back them at home. Wizards are 1-6 ATS last 7 road games, 11-24 ATS overall on the road. So very bad road team. They play better at home. Pistons are ranked 5th in defensive efficiency last 3 games. Wizards are 14th. So I like, the later the season gets, I really look at the defense efficiency as far as stats goes, because it kind of indicates, which teams are like still fucking motivated and trying to play. So Pistons, all signs point to the Pistons here. I only got 1 unit on it just because, it's the Pistons laying points, and the Wizards, I don't have a total read on them. They're kind of unpredictable, but man, if you look at their game log, man, they just these guys mailed it in, man. Even with KP in there, we cashed the KP prop to under prop points prop tonight. Big shout out to Friday. I tailed him on that. That was a nice look. But man, these guys mailed it in, man. They almost came back and covered against the Bucks, but I think that's just the Bucks just letting go of the gas pedal. So I like Detroit here, guys, -3. I don't know who would want to back the Wizards in this spot, and that's the only thing that would kind of scare me. Having Detroit being a public play and probably where most of the money is going to go. So that's the only thing that kind of scares me, but I'm not too worried. They should take care of business here, especially after a big win against Atlanta. They should be pretty motivated. These are just one of these teams I described before. They're very streaky when it comes to ATS because they're young, so they like to win in bunches and lose in bunches. That's kind of usually how it goes, just like the Rockets and similar to the Hornets. Kuzma, someone asked, Kuzma's still out. I have on the injury thing that question mark on Kuzma. I don't know if he's gonna play. I don't even know what's wrong with him, but if Kuzma's in, I guess I'll tell you this: if the Wizards cover here, winning cover, I think they would need Kuzma. So Scotty Bond's under a good read today. Yeah, with that Raptors game, I just saw that game going under, and I just picked what players most likely gonna. I mean, got lucky because the Raptors were just fucking shooting lights out, man. But definitely. So let's move on, guys. We got the first official play in the bag. Pistons -3. All right, we got Utah going into Charlotte. Both these teams have been crushing me lately as far as trying to get the right side with them. But I'm gonna be going back to the well here with the Hornets +3.5. We did get burned back in them against New York, but man, I just think that was a weird game. I don't know. We had the good read. We had the right read on it. We know that Charlotte, if they win by margin, and if they lose, they're gonna lose straight up. It's simple as that. I advise whoever like the Knicks in that spot to just take them to the money line. But Charlotte comes into this game. They're taking 3.5 at home against Utah. They come into this game 39-32 ATS, 3-2 their last 5, 6-4 their last 10. They were on a nice little ATS roll, and then they've lost the last 2 against the spread. Utah, on the other hand, they come in this game 31-40 ATS, 3-2 the last 5, 4-5, and won their last 10. Like I said, Utah, I just feel like they've been overpriced this whole season, and I did back them against Boston, which was probably the dumbest bet I've made all season, but it was just a spot play for me. Boston coming off first game home off a long road trip, that was just a spot play. It was definitely not it was just one of those things where don't bet against a team that's hot. It's kind of the same thing with the Suns right now. So Utah got blown out by Boston, man, by 28. Initially I'm like, man, is Utah a good enough team to bounce back after a blowout loss? I took a deeper look, and Utah's actually not very good off big losses. We look how they respond. They're 1-7 ATS following a double-digit loss. So this is not a team we expect to bounce back after losing big. The last game of homestand following a loss is a strong bet on spot for me, which is the situation Charlotte's in. This is their last game at home, and I believe they'll be going to Brooklyn to play the Nets after this. Historically, the Jazz have owned the Hornets. They're 5-0 straight up and 4-1 ATS the last 5 meetings. But this is a possible look ahead for the Jazz. They have Dallas up next. Hornets are 24-20 ATS as an underdog. What kind of concerned me is the Hornets are 1-7 ATS last 8 home games as a dog. But man, I think they should be able to take care of business here. I like the Hornets to win this straight up. Otherwise I wouldn't take them here at +3.5 if I didn't think they could win. I just don't believe in this Utah team. I'm gonna back Charlotte here off the loss from New York. And last game on the homestand they should be motivated to get this last game at home. It's just a strong bet on spot for me. And I took the Hornets +3.5 for 1 unit. Let's see. Urpet says this is a stay away. Yeah, Hornets are streaky, so you're right. I mean, this is their first loss, right? They won against the Pels, but they didn't cover, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's move on, though. I got 2 officials so far. The next game we have the Warriors going into Atlanta. Warriors are taking 2 points on the road. Initially, guys, I wanted to back Atlanta in this spot. This is a total pass for me, and I didn't really look into this game too much. But I just don't trust this Atlanta team, guys. They lost by 21 against Detroit, and they knew they need to win. They need wins now. And although Detroit's been playing very well, if you're playoff contender in the East, you should be able to take care of a team like Detroit. Golden State, on the other hand, we faded them against Miami, and that did not work out for us. I guess Draymond Green probably got on their ass and decided to step up. And Miami, man, they seemed, I watched a little bit of that game. They seem to overlook this Warriors team. So I don't believe in the Warriors either. I really don't. But it would be surprising to see them get this big win and they go back to losing. This could be like a nice little motivation win for them to continue, maybe at least to stay competitive. So if I were to force a play on this one, I would probably go with the Warriors. It's kind of weird because I would have thought the Hawks might have been the bigger favorites here, maybe like -3, -4, but they're only -2, which is it's kind of weird. I don't know if Draymond's in. I'm not quite sure what the injuries on this one, but I lean the Warriors here, guys. But this is an easy pass for me. James said Warriors are nothing. Yeah, Clay shoots the ball too much, bro. And if he's missing, man, the Warriors they lose. So I agree with you on that. Atlanta is a team I just can't put my money on these guys for the rest of the season. Simple as that. All right, guys, next game. We got the New York Knicks going into Miami. Miami's laying 5.5 at home, and I'll tell you guys this right now. This is my max play. Yes, I'm going back to back Miami. I think this is a huge motivation spot for them. I don't usually drop quotes in my capping, but here's a quote from Spoelstra after the debacle last game against the Warriors. Quotation: "It's pretty clear we have a very competitive, gnarly group, and we're getting our asses kicked. I would virtually say every single person in that huddle was pretty animated about our disappointment in how we were playing." Hey, man, there's a reason why the Heat have such a good record ATS off a loss. They're 16-8 ATS because it's culture, man. These guys, they're super competitive. They're about winning. They don't take days off. I think this is a really good get right spot against a Knicks team who came off a win against Charlotte, who I know probably a lot of people got burnt. So I think with these two things, with Miami coming off a loss to Golden State and New York coming off a win against Charlotte, I think there's extreme value in this Miami line at -5.5. I got 2 units on this, guys. There's a couple more Here's a couple more key stats. They're ranked 4th in defensive efficiency for the season. They're 24th in the last 3 games. So I expect these guys to get right on defense. And what better team to get it right against the Knicks, man? These guys make a lot of mistakes, especially in the second half. I would look if New York Knicks are up, maybe put a live bet for the Heat. This might be a good live bet opportunity. I just see the Heat blowing these guys out tonight, guys, or tomorrow. Knicks are 10 and 21 ATS on equal rest, which is an interesting stat. Knicks are also 12 and 18 ATS after a win. So all signs point to the Heat here. I mean, yeah, they've been off. They've 0-5 their last 5 ATS, but I think they should take care of business here, especially after losing to Golden State, and they also lost the game prior to that. So it's really hard for me to see them at taking an L3. And if we expect him to win here, I expect him to win by margin, guys, because when New York loses, they lose by margin. So I'm taking Miami here, -5.5, 2 units. Got really nothing much to add to that. Heat's problem is their offense right now. Knicks are so unpredictable. Dude, I'll be damned. If the Knicks come up and burn me this last time, I don't know how I would feel, guys. I really don't. I don't know, man. I would be so shocked to see the Knicks come out here and beat the Heat. I really would. I mean, let's just take it historically. I think the Heat owns the Knicks. Let's just quickly look here. So heads up, the Heat have won 5 of the last 5 meetings, and they've covered 4 out of the 5. I like this here. The Heat, they're capable. They know they can beat the Knicks. This is a get right spot. All right, guys, let's move on. We got Dallas going into Minnesota. Minnesota's laying 2 at home, and this game and the Heat game, I was very close. I was like, man, I like the Wolves a lot too. This might be my max play, but I ended up taking the Heat as my max play. I got the Wolves here -2. I have 1.5 unit on this. For the reason being, this is a home and home revenge game for the Wolves. This is a short revenge game, and a home and home just means that one team plays at their home court, and then either the next game or the following game, shortly, they go to the other team's home court. So it's a home and home, and usually when one team wins the first game, the odds are in the other team will win the next game. It's just a plus EV play to take the other team that lost, and obviously it's not 100%, but it is a plus EV play to take that team. And if you guys watch that game, it was pretty competitive, and it really got down to the last minute of the game. The Mavs hit like 2 clutch 3 points. Finney Smith and one of the other dudes on the wing hit clutch 3s, and the Wolves had a chance, man. They had a chance. The Wolves are 19 and 12 ATS following a loss, 14 and 19 ATS as a home favorite. Mavs are 2 and 5 ATS last 5 home games. As far as injury goes, I expect Luka to suit up here. He did sit out last game. But man, I like the Wolves here. They're off L2, lost a close one to Phoenix as well. So I expect them to take this one back and get revenge on Dallas here. I expect them to win by margin, guys. At least a couple possessions here. If you're the -2 is pretty much asking them to win. I think they could take it. I think they could take this down. Let's see how you guys feeling. Cat is good to go. I'm all in on the pick, Jay. Cat's status. I think he's gonna suit up. I know he's dealing with. He was questionable the previous game, but he ended up playing, so I expect him to suit up for this game as well. Only 2 of these lines can't be right. I mean, if you think about it, when they played at Dallas a couple games ago, Dallas was laying the same number. So to me, the books are pretty much saying these teams are pretty equal. But I like the Wolves. They have more motivation in the spot. The Dallas is coming off 2 victories. The Wolves should want to play as hard as they can here, and they got one of the best offenses in the league right now. Yeah, I like Pat Bev, man. I like betting the Wolves because, man, I feel like every time I have money on the Wolves, they seem to play for your money. So I like them in the spot. I got them 1.5 units, guys. Let's move on. And believe it or not, guys, those were actually the only officials I had. We can briefly go through these games and see what you guys have. This game, absolutely, I have nothing. Houston Rockets going into Portland. You telling me Houston is laying on the road? Should be auto fade. I don't even have to look at anything. It should just be auto fade anytime Houston is laying points and they're on the road. I don't know, man. This game is so unpredictable. We got Portland. They just got blown out by the Spurs, 37 points. These guys have to be the team that has lost by margin, 30 plus. See, they have so many blowout losses. It's ridiculous. There's no way you could put money on this team. But I don't believe in Houston either. Oh, hell no. Fuck this game, says Danny. What's up? Let's see. Alice says Pat Bev gonna be all over Luka. Portland is sun poverty. Yeah, this is an easy stay away, guys. Honestly, but man, if I honestly, gun to my head, if I had a force to play here, I'd probably go with Portland, just because Houston should never be laying points. I don't care who they're playing. Let's move on. All right, we got the last game on the slate, guys. We got Philly going into LA. Philly's laying 6 on the road. LA is 35-38 ATS coming to this game. 0-4-1 last 5, 3-6-1 last 10. Guys, I said these in my previous video. I'm selling the Clippers, man. This is a team that I want to fade any chance I could get. And it shows in the record. They're 0-5 last 5. Lost to Denver, lost to Utah. They've been playing pretty good teams. I'm not gonna lie, they've been playing pretty good teams, but they're just not good enough. Especially if they're gonna go up against Philly. I know Philly's been kind of, to me, Philly's been kind of, I can't get a good read on them. Like I wanted to back them against the Lakers, but I didn't want to get involved with any Lakers game. They didn't cover that one. They beat Miami without Embiid. They lose to Toronto. So this, I don't know, man. I don't have a good read on Philly because I was really, really close to making the -6 official. But I felt pretty good with the picks I already had, so I didn't want to force play here. What do you guys looking at this game? Yeah, I feel like Clippers, I could see this game, they could be down like 15 or 20 and I could just see Philly letting them come back, and then they'll be down to like 1 or 2 possessions, and there's your back door. Maybe Philly first half, but then I thought about it, and Philly has been bad first half, man. They're usually bad first half and they come back second half, so I have no idea. I have no idea what to do on this game. Yeah, I agree. The problem with me for this game is like the last game on the slate. If you look at the tickets and handle, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 75% Sixers. And I don't know, man. It's just always sketchy to be on the public side, money side on the last game of the slate against a Clippers team who, hey, these guys, they're kind of gritty, man. They're kind of gritty. Clippers are one of those teams, prior to their couple of bad losses, these guys, they've been keeping it close. So they don't give up. They don't throw in the towel when they're down by like 30 points. Revenge game though, Doc revenge game. So I don't know, who knows? I could see it being competitive, guys, to be honest with you. But I kind of expect this to be a bigger line. I was thinking if Embiid and everyone's healthy, maybe like -8, but I guess -6 is fair. I think there is value in that price for sure. Everybody will be on Philly, yeah, exactly. Like I don't know anyone who would take the Clippers here. James Ponce's Clippers 10 times better than Lake Show. I agree. I agree, but I agree, my friend. And that's the thing. Philly only won by 5 against Lakers, so I'm not gonna force a play here. It's a pass for me, guys. And I've been pretty bad when it comes to adding games post show, like throughout the day. So I'm really gonna stick with the officials and leave it at that. I think I just get too antsy. Like I want to bet more games. I tend to be volume better, but trying to keep it tight, especially in the later half of the season. The books are getting sharper, lines are getting sharper. It's going to be harder to find edges, so we don't really want to force plays. So it's a pass for me, guys. And that's all I got. So just to recap, my official plays: I got the Pistons -3, 1 unit. I got the Hornets +3.5 for 1 unit. I have the Heat max play -5.5. That's for 2 units. And I got the Wolves. This is a -2, 1.5 unit play. 4 plays total. And I feel pretty good about these looks. I really like the Heat. I think this is a get right spot for the Heat. But I'll be damned, man, if the Knicks if the Knicks went straight up, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. You like the Warriors? Yeah, for me, that Warriors game, it's Warriors or pass for me. I don't trust these Hawks, guys. I don't trust these Hawks. That win for the Warriors could give them a little boost here and capitalize on the Hawks team that seem to be just down, bro. They're down bad right now after losing to the Pistons, man. I hate the Knicks. I hate the Knicks too, bro. It's like when you bet them, you expect them to win, they lose. And when you fade them, you expect them to lose, they win. It's crazy, bro. Those are the kind of teams you want to stay away from. But I just think in this spot, the Heat, I just really believe that the Heat, they're going to come super motivated. And it's been a while since they blew out a team. I think this is going to be the day. Should down a fat shot. Dude, I'll do anything. Hey, so if the Knicks win, I don't know, I'll put a poll up and see what my punishment is, because yeah, I'll be down bad if the Knicks win tomorrow. But I mean, we'll see. I'm pretty confident, guys. So we're gonna close this out, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of NBA Nightcapping. Remember, guys, bet responsibly, practice bankroll management. Don't tail blindly, guys. Just use information. Use this information, these tools to your disposal, and just ultimately make your own decisions. And I really appreciate if you guys share your own thoughts too in chat. It helps me out. I like to see other people's views. And yeah, man, best of luck, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And we got a pretty. I like the slate tomorrow, so I expect to be up. Plus, hopefully sweep the board. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Good luck.